President Donald Trump. I doubt that anyone is unaware of the name or the peculiar, if not crazy, personality of the bearer. But the majority of Americans are unaware of the former U.S. President's deluxe castle-style resort, the well-known Mar-A-Lago. That's what we're going to investigate today. What's the true quality of life at Mar-A-Lago? Even though Trump has lived in the White House, several penthouses, and several mansions, one might argue that no residence is more well-known or more representative of his opulent tastes and lavish lifestyle than his posh coastal country club. Located on 20 acres of stunning beachfront property in Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-A-Lago is a 128-room mansion that spans the whole island on which it is built. The mansion was built in 1927 by wealthy serial heiress Marjorie Merriweather Post, and Donald Trump bought $5 million for it in 1985. He turned the property into a fully operational, ultra-exclusive club with the European Palace concept by 1995. Trump referred to the location as the Winter White House, which makes sense considering that Marjorie Merriweather Post, the estate's original owner, that presidents would use it as a retreat. Trump's opulent taste, extensive renovations, and the resort's grandeur — it has 33 bathrooms and 58 beds — all contributed to its current estimated worth of between $200 million and $300 million. One of the first things Trump did after buying the home was to create a 200-square-foot ballroom with gold leaf decor for $7 million. He married Melania in this ballroom, where he often makes fun of the distinguished guests, including his political opponent, Hillary Clinton. Trump's obsession with gold goes beyond that, though. He lavishly outfitted the mansion's various rooms with chandeliers, ancient Oriental rugs, and 16th-century Flemish tapestries, all at a cost of around $100,000. He also lavishly purchased 4 gold-plated sinks. There's also an expensive 1927 Steinway baby grand piano, estimated at a value of $150,000 to $700,000. He bought expensive furnishings and antiquities with the inheritance, and the result is a vast dining room that is modeled after Rome's Kiki Palace, even down to the formal dining table. Additionally, Trump altered a family coat of arms by replacing the Latin term for integrity on Post's third husband's coat of arms with the word Trump. As president, Trump has also hosted meetings and retreats at the club for himself. He traveled there for the first time as President of the United States for the Red Cross Ball early in February 2017. And the Japanese Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe, visited him the following weekend. He has also hosted extravagant dinners and parties at the resort for other international dignitaries, such as Chinese President Xi Jinping. While visiting Mar-A-Lago, he selected Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster to be the national security advisor. The fact that Trump International Golf Club, which is located in Palm Beach, is just a short helicopter ride away is another advantage of the property. To cover these costs, Trump has made sure that only the wealthiest guests are lured to Mar-A-Lago. To attract their attention, he built a plethora of useful amenities on the resort grounds, including a tennis and croquet court, spa, and beach club. Club members used to pay an initiation fee of $100,000 as well as $14,000 in annual dues for access to the estate before taxes and the $2,000 minimum monthly meal spend required of each visitor at the club. After Trump was elected president, the cost of initiating Mar-A-Lago quickly rose to $250,000. Although it seems that the rise was justified, Mar-A-Lago's net value has remained mostly positive ever since. Trump received around $15.6 million from the club in 2014, but after he was elected president, his yearly salary rose to almost $25.2 million in 2017, and then fell to $21.4 million in 2019. For guests who are members, the club is also beneficial. They have access to private lounges, eating spaces, beaches, and luxurious swimming pools. They also can hire out whole rooms, including that gorgeous ballroom, for private gatherings such as charity events and weddings. According to the Government Accountability Office, the public lost at least $13.6 million as a result of Trump's 2017 trips to Mar-A-Lago. Even though all of the trips during his entire presidency may have cost them more than $60 million, the majority of the money Trump has made from the property is due to the amazing deal he was able to get when he first bought it in 1985 for about 10 times less than what was originally spent building it. Let's take a brief look back at Mar-A-Lago's illustrious past to see how it got to be so well known. Before purchasing Mar-A-Lago, Marjorie Merriweather Post was the wealthiest woman in the United States. She had a net worth of around $200 million at the end of her life, which, after accounting for inflation, is comparable to almost $1.5 billion today. This extremely wealthy woman got her money from her father's thriving Post cereal company, which she inherited following his death in 1914. She had clear ideas about what luxury should look like when she started building Mar-A-Lago shortly after his death. These ideas included a sizable library, a ton of artwork, and gold accents. After the development was completed, she spent over $7 million, which is currently more than $120 million on the property. Post decided in 1973 to turn the precious home over to the U.S. government so it could be used as the president's winter White House. However, the government returned the property to Post in 1981, citing maintenance costs of $1 million per year as being excessive. Instead, they decided to declare it a historic landmark. Donald Trump reportedly had long-standing ambitions for the estate and submitted a substantial first offer of about $28 million. But his bid was turned down since the home was, in reality, a piece of historically significant property. In the end, though, Trump got quite fortunate. When the market collapsed, he was able to buy the property for about $5 million, or around $12 million today. Post spent an additional $3 million, about $7.2 million in today's money, on all of his furniture and antiquities. Following that, Trump immediately got to work on the renovations, preserving Post's opulent style but adding his own elements, such as a flashy gold-framed picture of himself. Many people have always longed to visit Mar-A-Lago, but access to the property is limited at the gates without a membership. Because of its long history, the house is said to hold hundreds, if not thousands, of fascinating antiques and mysteries that are yet unknown. Anthony Senecal, the unofficial historian of Mar-A-Lago and a former butler for Trump, helped us unravel a number of these puzzles. He stated that he has never seen any of the Trumps, read any of the rare first editions, and nearly priceless century-old volumes that occupy the library. He has also talked about how the Trump family reared Trump's kids in a largely private, opulent area of the home. Another big mystery is what the Mystery Service intends to do with the location now that Trump has vacated the office. U.S. presidents are protected even after they leave office, so a few Secret Service agents will accompany him to his Mar-A-Lago property, which he has declared his official residence. Security reasons prevent them from sharing any information about the modifications, but it looks like construction is already underway to develop a wing approved by the Secret Service. Recall that despite charging the Secret Service roughly $650 per night for each room at his club, President Trump is expected to be able to afford to renovate the mansion to the tune of $1 million to make it fit for the Secret Service and to strengthen its security measures. This will help you estimate the potential cost. It could be difficult to keep the former president secure at all times because people are constantly moving about the property and using all of its facilities. The home has been likened to a palace. Hence, several rooms and spaces require covering to provide adequate security. Many things are well known about Mar-A-Lago, some of which are controversial, but the majority of them are related to Trump's intention to maintain his club as lavish and exclusive as possible. Due to his specific tastes, Trump has had his fair share of problems with Palm Beach over the property rules of the county. His 80-foot American flagpole was fined $250 per day in 2006 because it was not allowed in Palm Beach. Trump sued the county for $25 million, claiming that its regulations violated his right to free speech. A compromise was eventually made wherein the flag was erected on a 70-foot pole, and Trump donated $100,000 to a veterans charity rather than having to pay the fine. This time, in 2015, Trump filed a lawsuit for airspace against Palm Beach County. He claimed that departing planes from Palm Beach International Airport were being deliberately and purposefully routed right over Mar-A-Lago by the county. However, the case was dropped after the 2016 election. Even while things at Mar-A-Lago aren't always perfect, it's safe to say that the opulent property has drawn Americans in with its opulent decor and even more opulent membership fees. It's hard to say if the club would see an increase or decrease in income after the election. According to rumors, Trump is quite involved in the club's operations and is often asking for comments from guests on what they enjoyed and areas where the staff might do better. So that was it from today's video. Let us know, what do you think about Donald Trump's Mar-A-Lago estate? And if you have ever visited it, let us know in the comment section below. And make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so you never miss any future updates from us as we drive to bring new content every weekend for you.